Hello, it's Monday the 29th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So we've got the MPC meeting next week. Although we've had some mixed messages from MPC members, a rate cut is highly unlikely. Indeed, there are some who think that we'll see another vote to pause, and then Bailey's press conference may adjust expectations away from a June rate cut. We'll just have to see about that next week. Meanwhile, Sunak is facing pressure to announce the date for the election. Where the economy is slowly gaining traction, a rate cut would certainly create a good feel-good factor for voters, but the Tories will probably need more than the rate cut to turn the tables on what is shaping up to be a pretty big election defeat. Similar to '97 when Tony Blair won a landslide? We'll see. The MPC's independence may well be altered under a new government. Even Kwasi Kwarteng wanted to make changes there, but as we know, he wasn't in the job long enough to do anything about that one. There is not too much on the calendar this week, so we can probably expect trade to be driven and dominated by the US. And that's because over in the US we've got the Fed meeting this week ahead of non-farm payrolls on Friday. The market hopes that it will provide a better level of clarity over when the first rate cut may be, but we may also still be in wait-and-see territory as the data comes out. What we do know is that there's no chance of a rate cut this week, despite concern that the economy may be showing signs of an early slowdown, or early signs of a slowdown rather. What we don't know is whether a September rate cut is still on the cards or whether that may be pushed back further. Payrolls data on Friday could sway things. Where new jobs have been averaging around 200,000 each month, there is growing concern that the April number will be much lower. However, forecast versus reality is usually remarkably different, so put Friday in your diary. We'll squeeze in a cheeky little sweepstake before that data drops. In the market, the dollar remains pretty well supported from the expectation that we'll see a rate cut in the UK and in Europe before the Fed joins the party. Last week, sterling continued a recent recovery. We peaked around 125.40 against the dollar before closing the week out around 124.90. We kick off the new week from around 125.35 against the dollar. We're about 116.90 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 107.25 on the open this morning. That's it from me. Have a great week.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.